Welcome back to The Explainer. So, if you've ever managed a fleet of vehicles, a busy warehouse, or just multiple job sites, you already know the struggle. Keeping track of your tools and equipment is, well, it's a massive headache. Today, we're diving into Invisi-Tag's digital ecosystem. We're going to look at how their tech completely transforms mobile asset management, focusing specifically on how their automated beacon technology works to literally eliminate human error. Okay, let's just dive right into it.
Think about this for a second. What if your equipment could actually track itself with absolutely zero employee involvement? I know, it sounds a bit like science fiction, doesn't it? But that is exactly the destination of our explainer today. We're mapping out how businesses are ditching the manual checks and stepping into this whole new world where your tools, your tech, and your fleet basically manage their own inventory.
Look, we all know the old way, right? Outdated manual tracking spreadsheets. We're talking about messy clipboards, wasted hours searching for that one specific generator, and, the eternal mystery of the disappearing 10mm socket. That inevitable human error just bleeds time and money. But the flip side? Effortless, automated digital tracking. By cutting down on those losses, we can keep the business moving forward with just one single powerful system.
Section 1. Decoding digital tracking tech. So, what exactly is this whole system? At its foundation, an RFID digital tracking system is actually incredibly elegant in its simplicity. It's made up of just 3 core devices: a transmitter, tags, and an antenna. Basically, you slap the tags on your assets, the transmitter sends out a signal via the antenna, and the tags respond. It's just a simple call and response happening through radio waves. Now, it is important to note that this base level is passive communication, meaning the tags wait to be scanned. But even so, this still has huge implications for inventory management.
To move from theory to the real world, putting this tech into practice usually starts with a core ecosystem. A standard setup, like the starter kit, includes a handheld RFID reader, the mobile app, enterprise cloud access, and crucially, different tags. You get metal and non-metal tags because, well, different tools obviously need different applications. Plus, they throw in chargers and one-on-one training to make sure your team isn't just left scratching their heads trying to figure it out. It's a complete ecosystem right out of the box.
Section 2. The evolutionary ladder, from app to automation.
Looking at the progression of tracking tech, there's just a massive leap in efficiency at every single step. Level 1 is your basic entry-level app for simple organization. Then, Level 2 introduces the enterprise web account and fast QR or barcode scanning for individual items. But Level 3 is where digital RFID really steps onto the stage. By hooking up an RFID scanner to a smart device via Bluetooth, you can suddenly scan hundreds of pieces of equipment in literal seconds, from up to 40 feet away. You basically just point and sweep. It's incredibly fast, but it still requires an employee to physically be there and pull the trigger.
Which brings us to the absolute pinnacle of this tech, Level 4 beacon technology. Here is the absolute game changer. Unlike traditional passive RFID that sits there waiting to be scanned, beacons are active. They are continuously broadcasting their presence. So, by installing automated readers directly in your warehouses and on your trucks, the system detects these continuous pings. When a tool gets loaded onto a truck, the truck reader registers it automatically. When it's brought back, the warehouse reader logs it. The system is just continuously updating itself in the background. Absolutely no employee involvement required. The tracking is 100% automated.
Section 3. Tracking in 4 simple steps.
Okay, so here is the practical reality of using this setup every day. Step 1. Your equipment gets scanned. That's either manually by a quick sweep of the RFID reader or completely automatically by those Level 4 beacons we just talked about. Step 2. You instantly view on-the-spot inventory reports right on your mobile device, so you know immediately if a truck is fully loaded before it even leaves the lot. Step 3. All of this data is pushed up to the cloud, giving you a view of your entire operation from anywhere. And Step 4. You easily locate your equipment. No more guessing games, period.
Let's actually hover on Step 3 for a second, because the enterprise cloud account is really the brain of the whole operation. This isn't just about knowing where a power drill is. It gives you real-time equipment summaries, filtered by location. You get unlimited cloud storage, 24/7 access from anywhere. But honestly, the most powerful capability here, performance reviews and accountability. When the system tracks exactly what tool was on what truck with which employee, you can actually hold the team accountable for stolen or lost equipment, and the data stays completely consistent across your laptops, desktops, and mobile devices.
Section 4. Real-world industry results.
Over 4 million tags have been scanned using the Invisi-Tag system. 4 million.
I mean, that is a massive number. This isn't some beta test. This is a battle-tested system handling the daily inventory for real businesses, businesses whose profit margins literally depend on not losing expensive gear.
And the folks using it are seeing some massive returns. Take the restoration industry, for example. Eric Olson, the president of ServPro of Greater Boulder, noted that the system provides an all-inclusive solution to ensure equipment is tracked and collected through every stage of a project. I mean, think about it. When you're moving dozens of industrial fans and dehumidifiers from site to site, leaving just one behind eats directly into your profits. He highly recommends it for saving both time and money.
But this next part is perhaps the most fascinating result, and it comes from the landscaping industry. Carlos Avello at Green Seasons pointed out that since implementing Invisi-Tag, employees are actually being more honest and thinking twice before misplacing something. I'd love this because it brilliantly illustrates the psychological shift that happens. When your team knows the Level 4 beacons or the RFID scanners are keeping a perfect, indisputable record in the cloud, that culture of accountability transforms almost overnight.
Which leaves us with this final critical thought to chew on. If your tools could speak, would they tell you exactly where they are, or would they just be another lost item on some outdated spreadsheet? With an automated Level 4 beacon system, your tools effectively do speak. They continuously report their location, they keep employees accountable, and ultimately, they protect your bottom line. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, stay curious.